Why does your urologist hand you a prescription for a blue pill that causes headaches, blue vision, and heart attacks, instead of fixing the broken pipe in your pants? He prescribes it because a man who is dependent on a pill for intimacy is the most loyal and desperate customer in the pharmaceutical industry. They want you to believe that erectile dysfunction is just a psychological issue or an inevitable part of getting older that you must accept with shame. They want you to accept that your blood vessels are permanently damaged and that you need a chemical crowbar to force them open for a few hours. This is a medical deception designed to mask the symptom of systemic vascular collapse while ignoring the root cause of your lost manhood. Your inability to perform is not a lack of Viagra. It is a nitric oxide failure caused by the rusting of your endothelium. You do not have a broken tool. You have clogged plumbing and a gas shortage that prevents the signal from reaching the destination. The medical industry treats ED by inhibiting an enzyme called PDE5, which forces blood into the organ artificially, even if your heart isn't ready for it. When you take their pills, you are bypassing your body's natural safety switches, risking blindness and sudden cardiac death for a moment of relief. I'm going to show you how to restore the gas, clean the pipes, and reclaim the rock-hard vitality of your 20s naturally. We are going to use a specific amino acid hidden in the green rind of a common fruit and a brown bark from the forest to pressurize your system. No dangerous prescriptions, no awkward trips to the pharmacy, and no fear of the embarrassing moment when the pill wears off too soon. To understand the cure, you must understand the molecule of life that controls every erection. Nitric oxide, NO. Nitric oxide is a gas produced by the lining of your blood vessels that tells the smooth muscle to relax and fill with blood. When you are young, your endothelium produces massive amounts of NO instantly, allowing you to perform at the drop of a hat. But as you age, high sugar, stress, and toxins damage the endothelium, and your NO production drops by 50% or more. Without this gas, your arteries remain stiff and constricted, and no amount of desire can force the blood into the chamber. Your doctor ignores this production failure and gives you a drug that traps the little bit of gas you have left. You do not need a trap. You need a gas generator that floods your system with the raw materials to make nitric oxide on demand. The most powerful raw material for this gas is not L-Arginine, which your stomach acid destroys before it enters your bloodstream. The secret is L-Citrulline, an amino acid found in high concentrations in the white and green rind of the watermelon. Most people eat the red flesh and throw the rind in the trash, unknowingly discarding nature's most potent Viagra alternative. When you consume L-Citrulline, it bypasses the liver and travels to the kidneys, where it is converted into L-Arginine inside the blood. This backdoor conversion creates a sustained, massive surge of arginine that lasts for 24 hours, not just 2. It keeps your arteries dilated and your blood pressure low all day long, ensuring you are ready whenever the moment strikes. But citrulline alone is just the fuel. You also need the spark plug to ignite the gas production in the endothelium. This spark plug is Pycnogenol, an extract from the bark of the French maritime pine tree that grows in harsh coastal winds. Pycnogenol is a super antioxidant that stimulates the enzyme ENOS, endothelial nitric oxide synthase, to work at turbo speed. A famous study revealed that when men combined L-Citrulline with Pycnogenol, 92% of them recovered normal erectile function within 3 months. 92% is a number that puts the pharmaceutical drugs to shame, yet your doctor has likely never mentioned it to you. This combination is often called Prelox in the medical literature, but you can build it yourself for a fraction of the cost. You need to take 3,000 milligrams of L-Citrulline, or eat the watermelon rind, daily to keep the fuel tank full. Combine that with 100 milligrams of Pycnogenol daily to keep the enzyme machinery running at maximum efficiency. But there is a hidden enemy in your bathroom that is destroying your nitric oxide production every single morning. This enemy is antiseptic mouthwash, the burning liquid you use to kill bad breath, which is actually chemically castrating you. Your body relies on specific bacteria on the back of your tongue to convert nitrates from food into nitric oxide. When you swish with Listerine or Scope, you nuke these good bacteria, reducing your nitric oxide levels by 60% instantly. Studies have shown a direct link between daily mouthwash use and high blood pressure and erectile dysfunction in men. You must stop the mouthwash immediately and let your oral microbiome recover so it can feed your blood vessels again. You must also stop eating the endothelium killers that are rusting your pipes from the inside out. Sugar acts like shards of glass in your arteries, scratching the lining and creating scar tissue that cannot produce gas. Seed oils like canola and soybean oil cause systemic inflammation that makes your blood thick and unable to flow into tiny capillaries. If your blood is thick like syrup, it cannot squeeze into the corpus cavernosum, the sponge-like tissue that creates firmness. You need to thin the blood naturally using omega-3 fatty acids found in fish oil or sardines to improve hemodynamics. You should also look at your testosterone levels, but not in the way your doctor does with a simple blood test. Total testosterone doesn't matter if it is all bound up by a protein called SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. You need free testosterone to be available to your tissues to drive the libido and the physical response. There is a mineral that acts as a key to unlock your testosterone from the binding protein: boron. Boron is a trace mineral that has been shown to increase free testosterone by nearly 30% in just 1 week. It lowers the SHBG levels, releasing your male hormones to do the job they were designed to do. You can get boron from eating a handful of raisins or taking a cheap 3 mg supplement daily. The combination of citrulline, fuel, pycnogenol, spark, boron, unlocker, and stopping mouthwash is the reverse doctrine for men. This protocol addresses the vascular flow, the hormonal availability, and the bacterial production of the magic gas. You will feel the difference not just in the bedroom, but in the gym, where your pump will be massive. You will feel it in your brain, as increased blood flow clears the fog and sharpens your focus at work. You will feel it in your heart, as your blood pressure drops to a healthy range, saving you from a stroke. ED is the canary in the coal mine for heart disease. If things aren't working downstairs, your heart is in trouble upstairs. By fixing the ED naturally, you are inadvertently saving your own life from a cardiovascular event. Your urologist will tell you that supplements are unregulated and that you should stick to the FDA-approved poison. He says this because he cannot make a dime off a watermelon rind or a pine tree bark extract. He relies on your insecurity and your impatience to sell you a quick fix that damages your vision and hearing. But you have the power to rebuild the hydraulic system of your body using the laws of biology. You have the power to reject the dependency and reclaim the spontaneous, natural vitality of a healthy man. Do not let them shame you into silence while they sell you a crutch that eventually breaks you. The solution is in the green rind, the brown bark, and the trace mineral. Fill the tank, ignite the spark, and flow freely. This is the reversal of the blue pill lie, and we do not accept the dysfunction. We rise.